I'm actually going to drop up a little picture here to show you the life cycle itself, but let's talk about it. So most places and everywhere you're going to buy mealworms from is actually going to have the worm form of the worm itself. They're not going to have the beetle, they're not going to have the pupa, they're not going to have anything else but the mealworms themselves, so these guys. But it's super important to know how long it's going to take for you to be able to actually start using your mealworm colony that you're going to create, and it really depends on how many of them you have and how many you put in to start. We started off with a couple thousand, and obviously it's grown since then. We've started some reproduction, and some of the beetles we have started reproducing. We've only had it now for a couple months, and it does take a few months for it to actually fully start colonizing and reproducing like you need it to. So in the meantime, even after you set this up, you're still going to have to get some mealworms, depending on how many animals you have, either every week, every other week, or maybe even daily. I'm not too sure what you have or how many animals you have that you're trying to feed, but you will need to continue to get your supply from your pet store or online, wherever you get them from. But the first stage of life for these guys is the worm itself. So these little worms, again, they're really small when they're brand spanking new. What you're going to be buying from the store is going to be mostly full-size mealworms. So they're already going to be pretty big, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to put them in first. What they do next is they go to a pupa. So it's like a little squishy, little whitish thing. It looks really weird. I don't love handling them. Kylie does love handling them. I'm not a huge fan. She's shaking her head. She doesn't love handling them either, I guess. She likes it a lot more than I do, right? So from the pupa stage, then they turn into a beetle. Now, they're not going to be sexually mature yet.